It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Soto. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket, force something into a bad situation, take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. and he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to pass. It's Soto. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Running into the open space. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to barge in. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the 1-play quick strike scored Jesse this. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. It's caught downfield. All out of space. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff.
I think a lot of running backs kind of gravitate towards that sideline. They want to bounce. They want to get out wide. But a lot of times I think you want to just stick that foot in the ground at some point. Just say, I get back to the line of scrimmage. I get 2 yards. Make it something positive instead of, stringing it out, stepping out of bounds, and it being a negative play like it was there.
3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner is stopped. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Harper. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Soto. Flushed out of the pocket. Finding open areas. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the...
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Sneak gets it done.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. This time he's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield at Soto. Dances away. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Now they'll run it to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Soto. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. On the run, fires downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run. There he goes. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Got a little space. Can't get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Open space of the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a crease to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking down the middle. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throwing right. He makes a catch. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Lost a throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 10. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Rifles it down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Dogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Soto. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Sends it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. You'll always remember this moment.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. trying to escape and get it himself. And they swarm him under.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away,
he hurls one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammate.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. If there's time to pad the stats. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th.